And it's good to make it 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
I don't care what you is. You ain't can't get none of this.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 56 to Mike. 56.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Switch. Kill. Over.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
258. 57. Come on, D. Check 43.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Cody Barton there to bring him down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
An inside give to Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I know. Flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Up the middle, Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Smith. Flush to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Geno. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Escaping the pressure right. Pass out to the sideline. He's got Lockett. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Ready? Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Yeah. No. Off. Watch out. Ready?
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Nick Ballore punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 84 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they try the sweep to Jones. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will... Get it at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, here's Smith. Going right back to Fant. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Let's go, D.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And Walker once more. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Smith. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Straight ahead, Walker. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go!
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Green 18. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Let's get off the field.
Here's Smith. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Smith going to throw it. Buying, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They go play action here. Purdy.
Flushed out right. And the grab by Croft. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Throwing again on second down.
Purdy
looking deep for Jennings. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
The ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, 32 yards.
And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Completes it to Jennings. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
On first down, Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
Eluding the pressure right.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw again on second down.
Purdy, and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Sliding out of the pocket. Completes it to Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Here's Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Let's go now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Check 52. Go, Regs. Go.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Ready.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us, went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Gino on first down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Smith now to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Smith. It's caught. Lockett. And he is going to lose yardage here.
2nd and 11.
Back to throw, Smith.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big play there just before halftime. And a quite appropriate gain as well. 49 yards on the ground. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Purdy to throw it on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Watch the slant. Check 9, check 9. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
The final shot before break. Purdy, and he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 67 yards. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Play action, now Purdy.
And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 28 yards.
And the Niners are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Flush to his right. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden...
No, it's out. Smith lost it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Smith.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
57's the mic.
Now it's Smith. He's got his tight end fan. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Throwing now is Geno. No, it's out. Smith lost it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith escaping the pressure right. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Defense all day, all day. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. They can't hang with us. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 4th down, Smith.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Here we go.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Noah Fant, 62 yards. And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
He's got room at the 30.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Rolling and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. And let's get this.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Gold to add the extra point.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now Gold for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
60 Maverick, Bronco 80, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready,
Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
54,
Now Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Here's Walker.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a...
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Mike's 56. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Mike 56. Mike.
Purdy with one final shot here.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Right to the air is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Double dog, that's the way. Check, middle. Check. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson.
36.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Sixty Bison. Mike 14. Ready, go.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Smith. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravensons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Switch it.
They run once more with Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 24, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 24 yards. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. Finding space at the 40.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Switch. Hurt.
Gino now to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline.
A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go. 70 Lions. 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Come on.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Whip, whip. Watch the whip.
Check 43. Switch. Alert flare.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 8. That one good for 33 and a first. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
Lucky. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch.
And Walker once more. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
I know you felt that one.
Now Myers for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
It's over. It's over. Let's dominate.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Ready, break. Trap 60, trap 60.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got him. Mustang 19.
Straight ahead, Walker. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 72 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll come out in the pistol. To throw is Smith.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check Mike 6. Let's go.
Here's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A lot of
tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattler.
Gino's going to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On 1st and 10, Smith. That completes it again to Metcalf. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason,
Well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. On target to his man, Likely. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
56 is the mic. Here I come.
Jackson will throw again. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st.
Timberwolves. Hurry.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Mike 6.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
They snap it to Smith. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
180. Finish hot.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
They still can't get him.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll go again to Jones.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
A.J. Dillon. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Come on. Set. Crack all 80. On the ball.
Now Gino on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
On first down, it's Smith.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again is Smith. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Ballore taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's what I'm talking about.
Again, it's Jones. They're spinning away, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, D.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers being chased out left. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
On the jump.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
On 4th down, Smith. He's got his tight end Fant. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
70 Ranger.
Smith on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. It got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Come on.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again. Smith dancing to his left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Geno now to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Throwing is Smith. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 6 the Eagles. 6 the Eagles.
Mike 7.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Geno. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Smith throwing again. The quick slant caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
A field goal gets them the lead, but they'll risk it here on 4th and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Mike 7. Check. Mike 7. Mike 7.
19 Lions.
Here's Smith looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded right around the 8. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's caught. Lockett.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 27 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
57. Let's go, baby. Return.
Rodgers to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They give it off here to the tight end. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josiah DeGuara. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Any day. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Throwing now, Smith. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check now, check.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Again, it's Walker.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the victory here for Seattle. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And, boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start. The game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
We go. 91.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
57. Mike, 57.
In the face.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
On play action, Lawrence.
They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On first down, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second and 9.
60 Eagles. Dragon 60.
Smith now to throw. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's third and long. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
On first down, Lawrence.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
70, Indy.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Flush to his right. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley.
And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, the killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Last 57 left. Hey, here we go.
Let's go. 57. You draw Corker. Hey, Charlotte.
6 guys.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Now Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from 17 yards out.
And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 50, it's Smith. Forced out to his left. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
They go play action with Lawrence.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
91. 6-6, bullet high. Hey, team six.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Flushed out right. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
They snap it to Smith. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Trap 60.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Check 13. Check 13.
Ready, go.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10 to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They run again with Walker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
Keep it up, guys.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Penny up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he is going to lose yardage here. On 4th down, Smith. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack on 1st down, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Right here, right here.
Hey, Mike, 20.
Throwing on second and long. Smith.
The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
Ready? Cut 19! Cut 19!
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Now Smith. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Josh Allen. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
60 Eagles!
Hey, Mike.
They are going for it. It's Smith. Being chased out left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Jaguars will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
70, Indy.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Hey, check Mike 56.
They'll run with ETN.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Let's go! Bravo!
Now Lawrence on first down.
Dancing to his left. He completes it to Ridley.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Another try after the first down sack.
Lawrence.
Buying time to his left.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball in any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And Ingram hauls it in.
And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And they'll run with ETN.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Lawrence will throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
You better bring it.
And down he goes. A coverage sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Young quarterback, got to learn. Need to get rid of the football.
Because when you don't get rid of the ball, they accumulate more sacks. But you're exactly right. Internal clock has to go off. Either get rid of it or start to take off and go.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
Just keeping the play alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a 1-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. 1-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Jags grab it. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Forced out to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Caught by Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
64,
Lawrence going to throw again.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
I'm going back to you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence.
Trying to improvise.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And that falls to the ground incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
57. Mike, 57.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Steps away to his left. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should